I love the fact that you can show with the first couple prints, you can show them the light source. This one.
And we need a little spot, and I'm using all acrylic paint here. A little spot because it's red, yellow, and a little spot of red. Okay, and it's kind of poured like in a triangle, and it doesn't matter. So there we go.
So helping out up front. Swap and move.
There's not
And that's that.
steadfast with yellows.
So they have a palette, primary colors, red, yellow, blue. They have 2 foam sponges. They have their blue paper, and they have their stencil that you cut out the night before watching TV.
Last time I felt bad.
If you have a child who is absent,
Oh, I
has a
was
plain blue paper.
oh my God.
You know they're absent, they show up in part 2, have a parent real quick, draw a stencil with them, cut it out while you're talking, so cut it out while you're talking, and then they're ready to go. They'll just use plain blue paper. Okay. We are going to put down about 3 fish on our paper. Now, our fish can be swimming on the scene, in the middle. He could be at the bottom. My fish could be diving down to the bottom.
That's why I
My
said
fish
so,
could
yeah,
be
we're
going up to the
way
surface. My fish could be swimming off the page. My fish could be swimming on the page.
Because red is so
I can also make my
yellow
fish
is
go
so
in
bright.
different direction, and usually I have a colored stencil with me to show the kids. But I'm going to get paint on one side. I don't want my fish to swim the other direction. I can't flip it over because I'm going to get paint all over. Well, what I can do is make my fish go this way. Doesn't work great with a shark. Your fish would work. So Jim, if you want your fish going in a different direction, you just go like this. Okay? Don't flip. All right, I show the kids how to use a stencil. I'm going to make a red fish. I take my sponge and I stick it in my red paint. I'm going to have too much red paint. I'm going to dab, dab, dab on my newspaper first. It takes off right there. Here's the fish. I spread out my hands as much as I can, and I dab inside my stencil. He's got fingers hard, flimsy, so well, I'm not like all of it.
Do you want us to have them sit down for this lesson? Or are they still standing from step apart?
I'm a big fan. I can stand up. I can drag her arms. There's my fish. I pick it up carefully. Now, let's say I want the fish coming onto the page. This time I want to make a yellow fish. I turn my sponge over and I use the other side. Some kids won't do that. And they'll just go ahead and stick it in the yellow like this. I dab, dab, dab on the newspaper. This guy's going to be swimming on the page, so happy to swim off. And I dab, 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 and oh my gosh, happy accident. What color did I make?
Orange.
I made orange. Okay? But they have the packet size. I got them. So go ahead and put your
So when I was there,
your parents, what you want them to help with is the idea of spreading their hands out and the idea of not holding them. That's what you want your parents to help. So Jim, when you do it, try and get your hands on either side like this. Yeah, there you go. It keeps them a little flat. Dab, dab, dab on the newspaper first. There we go. Get some of that extra paint on.
thank you, because they run out. They run out already. Well, so anyway, some neighbors are all, or they're all going to shake out of that last one. They want to be there. So I said, just find one more ticket up. And Kelly goes, I don't want to put them until the last day. Whatever your thought process is, I'll just let you do it.
Bummer.
There's my fish. Sometimes the kids' fishes come a little smaller than ours. When they're done with their fish, if they're not driving you crazy, and if you want a parent help, they could trade stencils with the person next to them and put in a different kind of fish. Or if you just feel like that is just way too much confusion, then just have them make their own 3 or 4 fish. If their fish are smaller, have them do more than 3. Okay. I'm not talking in the next lesson, how we make orange or violet or green. That's our color lesson in January, but if they discover they've made a violet fish, or if they discover they've made an orange fish, or wonderful, happy, how exciting, you know? Yeah. It's just kind of a self-discovery at this point. All right, we are done with our stencils now, so they just lay into the side like that. But we need to add seaweed. So I'm going to show you in just a second when Jim finishes how to make seaweed. If you don't have enough parent help for this lesson, you can do this in little groups. So ask the teacher, she's like a round table at the back of the room, and just call the kids back to your groups of 4 to 6. Then they finish it, then they go back to their table and they work on whatever activity. Lots of times in kindergarten, the teacher has like recycle, or stations or rotate, so you can just be a station that day.
Okay.
So yeah, this is definitely one though where you need parent supervision to get the steps laid down.
Okay.
Like I would not try and teach this by yourself to 30 kids.
Yeah.
I'm doing that next week.